Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. Why didn't my parents give me a cool first name like Sauce Perna? Well, Sauce Perna is probably a little too Italian, even for Italians, but Cincinnati has a corner named Sauce Gardner, who I will be studying all year for my Best Named Players 2022 episode. Just don't confuse him with a sauced Gardner, which is just drunk Gardner Minshew. This is also a sauced Gardner. Today I stumbled onto a great nugget. I found a couple player busts who stole a shit ton of money from the franchise they played for. Now these are some recent signings, but titillating nonetheless. We'll have that today. Back down to 0 days without an AB incident. Blake Bortles joins the Packers QB room. And who are the best players at every jersey number? That's good sports. Please do not subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's bad for your health and you'd be an idiot if you did it. Today's episode though is sponsored by Manscaped.com/goodsports. And I think Manscaped needs to reclassify itself as an all-natural male enhancement product because with its plethora of tools, nothing is enhancing your groin like Manscaped, especially the new Lawnmower 4.0. Yes, the skin-safe technology is more techy, more safety. Honestly, this tool is a work of art, like my body after Manscaped came into my life. It's got a two-toned black finish that you can now charge wirelessly. Manscaped also added a travel lock feature so the buzzing from your bag isn't mistaken for something else. The Lawnmower 4.0 comes with 4 trimmer guard options for varying hair length. I go short in the summer and a tight shag in the winter to stay warm. Each time Manscaped upgrades its product, it's to increase functionality and make for a better grooming experience. So, make sure you have the right tools for your family jewels by ordering at manscaped.com/goodsports. That link is in the description. It'll save you 20% off plus free international shipping. It's a whole new balls game. The NFL schedule release has come and gone, and nobody cares anymore. But shout out to me for making it in Adam Rank's shout out while he predicted every single game of the 2021 season.
Brandon Perna, I think everybody knows him. He loves every day he wakes up and tweets out, is Aaron Rodgers a member of the Broncos yet? Not yet. I still have the Broncos winning this game.
That's the official NFL channel, bitches. Also, the balls it takes to predict every game. Those are dense balls, Adam. You've got some dense cojones. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get the easiest schedule for 2021. I know how NFL scheduling systems work, okay? It's cyclical, based on divisional matchups, and I applaud Tom Brady for specifically choosing the Buccaneers instead of the Chargers for this very reason. Tom not only analyzed the rosters, the coaches, but this savvy son of a bitch was like, well, which team will have the easiest schedule in 2021 when I'm ready to win a Super Bowl for my new team? Not even Tom thought he would do it in year 1, which is why I predict the Bucs' easy schedule actually backfires. Now, Adam Rank's Bears have the toughest schedule, which really makes me think Justin Fields is going to look bad this season. That said, what I want to mention are a couple social media teams that killed the schedule releases, starting with my Broncos, who may have won the now extremely competitive schedule release game. Every team has to do something special for the schedule release day, and the Broncos have a secret weapon, Peyton Manning. And intern Peyton delivered this year.
A summer internship. 17 games? Seriously? Can you imagine the numbers we had to put up in 17 games? All right, I beat them, destroyed them, beat them.
I liked the Chargers schedule release as well, bringing in Joey Bosa to deliver a PowerPoint presentation. Hilarious, as we know, all of the off-grid Bosas don't even know how to use computers.
Made a presentation. Hope you like it. Can everybody see my screen? Okay. Week 1 at Washington. Week 2, first the Cowboys.
And a sneaky funny schedule release goes to the Carolina Panthers for doing theirs as different Adam Sandler fits, which is an unnecessarily short word for outfits. Here's my takeaway. The Broncos, Chargers, and Panthers knocked their schedule release videos out of the park because their social media teams didn't have to do any work during the playoffs. Lots of time to prepare. Get ready, Packers fans. This August, you're about to see the greatest quarterback battle of all time. Jordan Love versus a quarterback who in the last 5 years has gotten just as close to the Super Bowl as Aaron Rodgers. Yes, the Packers signed Blake Bortles after working out Chad Kelly. They turned down swag in favor of the boat, arguably the swaggiest mode of transportation. Out of the 3 first-round QBs currently on the Packers roster, it's insane to me that Bortles was the highest draft pick by like 20 spots. More proof that taking a quarterback is like flipping a coin. Except that coin is worth like $30 million. I know Packers fans are saying, Brian Gutekunst said all along that he wants 3 QBs on the roster, and this gives them 3 QBs on the roster, and this no way means Aaron Rodgers is not coming back. I'd like to counter that argument with, shut up. Shut your mouth. Just shut up. If Blake Bortles isn't the next QB1 in Green Bay, then why does this Legends of Packers quarterbacks image already exist? Don't forget, the Broncos had Bortles on their roster last year and toyed with the idea of Swag Kelly prior to that. From my experience, Blake Bortles and Swag Kelly are huge signs that you don't have a true starter. Also, don't forget that when the Broncos trade for Aaron Rodgers, they will be sending Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater to Green Bay, so you will still have 3 QBs. Ariel Herrera on Twitter tagged me in this very interesting jersey number tweet. It was from PFS, but it basically named the best player from 1 to 99 based on their jersey numbers for the 2020 season. So you can see Kyler Murray is number 1, Aaron Rodgers is obviously 12, Alvin Kamara 41, because he's the only player who actually wears 41, all the way down to Aaron Donald at 99. Sorry, JJ. I don't know why, but I couldn't stop looking at this post. I really liked it, and it's a great post to engage and piss people off. It's also not completely updated, as Teddy Bridgewater is still a Panther, John Johnson still a Ram, and Deshaun Watson still a free man. Am I personally offended, though, that Justin Simmons is the only Bronco listed at 31? Yes, but I know my team isn't turning any heads until we do land Rodgers, but giving the Bears number 52, 58, and 59 means the creator of this post stopped watching football in 2018. You put Roquan Smith ahead of Von Miller at 58? Show some fucking respect. I know Miller was hurt last year, and I know Roquan had 139 combined tackles because the Bears' defense never left the damn field. But until Smith wins Super Bowl MVP or Von Miller retires, you leave 58 for Von.
Yeah, it's going great. Perfect.
As promised, though, Antonio Brown faces another civil suit. He just quietly settled the sexual assault civil suit about a month ago, and now the truck driver he assaulted is suing him. Brown already pleaded no contest, like the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, to the truck driver and the criminal case back in January. That plea netted Antonio Brown 100 hours of community service, an anger management course to be completed, and 2 years probation. Now that truck driver wants compensation, and I think since Tom Brady sold his soul to win another Super Bowl and harbored Antonio Brown, he should pay whatever this truck driver is demanding. That's justice. Congrats to Broncos Reddit for hitting 100,000 subscribers this week, and in honor of Broncos Reddit, I am reading obscure Broncos news now. The all-too boring back-to-back signings of right tackles Bobbie Massie and Cam Flemming. The Broncos needed to figure out the right tackle position. for the 80th year in a row after Juwan James tore his Achilles this offseason. Now, as I mentioned in a previous episode, Juwan James made $272,222 per snap for the Broncos. I mention this again because I saw Aaron D40 on NFL Reddit post that Le'Veon Bell made $40,000 per snap for the Jets. So James, in his 63 snaps for the Broncos, made close to 7 times that amount per snap, and I thought that would be the most. Both players made a little over $17 million, and I applaud James for doing it by working a lot less harder than Le'Veon Bell. Bell also made about $2 million per game, which, honestly, any player who suffered under Adam Gase should have been paid anyway. The NFL will be paying out Gase reparations one day, but neither of these men compared to the biggest robbery we've seen recently, and that award goes to Isaiah Wilson, who managed to make a whopping $1.6 million per snap for the Titans. Wilson is now maybe one of the all-time great draft busts. Tennessee takes him in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. He played 4 snaps for the Titans last season on a rookie contract that doled out $5.9 million, which was a signing bonus, and a base salary of $430,000, totaling $6,403,376. You divide that by 4, and yes, you get the $1.6 million per snap. The math checks out. Most linemen who start a full season play in roughly 1,000 snaps, so he did 1/250th of his job, and if he's smart, which I don't think he is, he will never have to work again. Tennessee traded him to the Dolphins this offseason, and then Miami promptly cut him less than 2 weeks into their trade. And if you guys can think of other players who made a shit ton of money per snap because they barely played for your team, please let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do a full video about that because I think it's hilarious. Now back to my Broncos. I think the Bobbie Massie signing is a fine one. He and Cam Flemming both land in Denver on 1-year deals that combine for about $7.5 million, so $10 million less than Juwan James and his 63 snaps. Massie, if he can play a full season, will be very serviceable, but he hasn't done that since 2018, so Denver smartly signed a right tackle that isn't as good to fill in for him when he needs some time off. Smart, Denver, smart. Either way, there are plenty of options to protect Aaron Rodgers for the 2021 season in Denver. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. If you want to check out my coffee company, BenchwarmerBrew.com, please do. I sell coffee, and it's very good, high-quality coffee. And the cheapest way to get it is the subscription service, so you can check that out and get a monthly or however often you want your shipments of coffee made sent to your home.